Okay guys, I'm going to redo this video because I wanted to make it better. I wanted it to be better. Our subject today is going to be air filter oil. And you could buy it, but I got a simple, you could buy it like this Yamalube. Yamalube is great stuff. Hands down one of the best that I've used. But there's a way to make it. And it's pretty simple, and I'll go over ways to clean filters too here shortly. Let me go over this real quick. This is a ketchup bottle, and I put that Yamalube in here because of this tip. Makes it easy when you got a filter like this. You take this tip and you go down these ribs to oil that thing, and you don't over soak it. You let it soak in. Now you notice that the oil is blue colored. That's so you could see your saturation level into your K&N air filter. And you can see, if you look close enough, down inside there that the rib is blue, but at the very bottom is white. And so it could use just a little bit more. But let me get on to the next subject. Making your own air filter oil. There's three. There's actually, you're going to use two types of oils. The base of your oil is bar and chain oil because it has a lot of sticky gooey stuff in it. But the problem is this is 40 and 50 weight, so it's a little too heavy and it doesn't have any color to it. So what we're going to do is we want to add color to it. We could make it red by adding ATF fluid to it, or my favorite, we can make it blue by adding two-stroke oil. Now two-stroke oil does have a lot of better additives in it. This is around 10 weight. This is around 10 weight. If you don't have either one of them, here's stuff here. This is power steering fluid. This is also 10 weight, but it's clear. I mean, you could use this. But me, I want the fact that, I got either blue or red to be able to show me how good a job I'm doing when I apply my filter oil. And what we're going to do on this stuff, one part this, no, let's go 1.5 to 2 parts this, the bar and chain oil, to 1 part of the two-stroke or the ATF fluid. And I'm going to reuse this can. I've got a little bit left. I couldn't put it all in here. I'd like to make some, well, I don't really need to make some more. I got plenty for now. But that's a recipe for homemade oil filter oil. And I haven't bought one of these in a long time. I don't know how much money you'd save. I know that this is only a few bucks. This is cheap. This is cheap. And that's extremely cheap. So, why pay big bucks for stuff like that? Now let's go over cleaning. Well, let me go over real quick. A foam style air filter like this. I see a lot of you guys running go-karts and all, and you never oil these. If you oil them down, you'll make your engines live longer. You could put it into a plastic bag, pour the oil in there, and just start working it around inside there and clean that booger up. Soak it down. That is how you make your engines live. The same with these. I see tons of guys run these and they never put the air filter oil in it. Just run that down these little ribs and let it soak in. These are not that hard to clean. once you need to clean one, let's go to cleaning. I've been using this mineral spirits for years, and with foam air filters, the old thing was to use gasoline to clean them up, and that is a real harsh chemical, and it tears air filters up. And I've sucked air filter material down inside the motor, and it's not good. This won't tear your foam air filters up. Like these motors on here have the flat foam air filter, and this would be the stuff I would use to clean it with. And I've used degreaser, the mean green or the purple that you can get in gallon jugs, and I've used these for years. Since the 80s, I've had every vehicle I've had has got a K&N air filter in it. And what I normally do is I'll take this and I'll soak. Normally my car filters are always been flat, but for educational purposes, I'll soak all this down with that degreaser. Soak it down, let it set for just a little bit, and then take warm water and pour from the inside out, because this used to have air go in, now it needs to be pushed out. And I try to take hot water and pour through it to knock all that grease and junk out of there. Never use high pressure, and I never use brushes on these either, because it would be too easy to punch a hole in here. And you may have to do it once or twice. And then when I get done, I go set it out on the back porch in a nice place and let it air dry for a couple days. These round ones are harder to work with. But like I said, using the degreaser and the warm water from pouring it from the inside where it goes out is how you clean these, and let them air dry. This gauze will turn white, and then when you put your oil on there, it'll turn either red or blue. Now a lot of times I keep these old coffee cans around, and you can see that this one would be perfect to put the mineral spirits in. Take a marker and mark on the outside, and you could take a smaller filter like this and just swoosh it around in there, swoosh it, and clean it. Still after you get through, because that is basically a super light type of oil, let it air dry, and then you do your process. But guys, start oiling your air filters on your go-karts. The motor that's on this one, this go-kart I've had for 30 odd years. It had a Briggs & Stratton flathead on it. It crapped out, and then I got this one when they first started coming out with Predator motors. So the go-kart's 30 some odd years old, and the motor is probably around 20 years old, and it's still running. That's a testament to how good they are. Changing oil, putting a good spark plug and stuff like that in there. That motor's probably 10 years old. I've had that go-kart 15 plus years, and I'm going to get more of them. Get more kids coming in the family, so we need more go-karts. But anyhow, this is maintenance stuff that makes these engines live longer. I know the engine's only $100, but there's ways to make them better and live longer, And this information that I got right here is really good stuff that I have not seen anybody else talk about. So I wanted to talk to this about you guys about that. So do the right thing, do them upright, and and take care of them. And anyhow, you guys, thanks for watching this video, and we will catch you guys on the next video.